Good morning, destiny achieving, dynasty creating entrepreneurs. My name is Donna Lovette, and I want to welcome you to the 12th day of the 30-day building momentum experience, where the goal is for you to end these 30 days with some serious momentum to achieving your goals, especially if you have the goals of accomplishing purpose, destiny, and creating a family legacy or dynasty. I had a conversation with someone that inspired this topic. What do you do if you are real excited about this idea, this notion of walking into your purpose and destiny and accomplishing a family legacy, and no one in your family or very few people in your family see it and support it? That can be very discouraging. So how do you handle that? That's what we're going to talk about today. I remember several years ago that I interviewed several multimillionaires in our area because I wanted to know, how did you go from zero to $1 million, a multi-million-dollar company or just family resources? How did you get there? And I learned some things as I talked with them. But there's this one family, this one individual, and obviously I'm not going to give you enough information for you to ever figure out who this person is, because, he's someone well known in my community. But it was awesome hearing how his family, how his father started this business and wanted his siblings to work for the company. And they did, and became $1 billion company, well known again in my community and good at what they do. But all of a sudden there is this family rift where there are brothers who are having some challenges. And because of the challenges, after the father passed, they were considering splitting up the company, splitting it up and going their own separate ways. And I remember sitting there saying, wow, I'm sure this was not what your father intended when he created this for your family. So family dynamics, guys, can be interesting and challenging. And so if you are finding yourself where your family is not 100% on board, 3 things that I would suggest you do. Number 1 is don't go negative. Don't you go negative. These family, you can't get them to get on one page to do anything. No, don't you go negative. Don't go critical. Don't personalize it. And don't just don't go defensive. Don't get defensive. They have not been exposed to the things that you have been exposed to. They may never have read, they never have read some of the books that you have read. They don't have a mentor or someone who's willing to help them to get there. They may just be like a lot of other people in our society who have gotten caught in the 40-hour job cycle, and their minds have just not been exposed to a whole lot of things different. So that's going to be your job. You're going to help them to expand what they see as possible. So don't go negative, okay? 2, you stay focused. You stay focused. Now, there's a story, and I know that you've probably heard of David and Goliath. So this giant of a man came to confront Israel, the nation of Israel, and the Jews at that point, and threaten them. And every day he would get up and he would, who can come to fight me? Who are you? So he was taunting them and making fun of them and challenging them. And so David walks on up to the, to the battlefield, and he sees his brother and the other soldiers kind of cowering. Why are you not challenging this guy? What's wrong with you? What are you doing? And they are challenging him. Who are you, little shepherd boy? Go back to your sheep, taking care of your, in one of my versions, go back to taking care of your little sheep. In other words, we are trained for this. You are the most unlikely person to be able to have anything to say about what we're doing. You might be the most unlikely person to break through, but that's okay. Stay focused. And so he said, isn't that not a cause? I'm seeing this person defy, the armies of God, and he's just talking all this stuff. And is there not a cause? And so we know the story that he ran to the battle. So if you sense that this is something that you're going to do, run to do it. Don't procrastinate. Don't take your, don't procrastinate. Don't put it off. He ran toward Goliath with 5 stones. Now, his technique of winning this battle was a little different and odd. People might be looking at you and saying, okay, you're going to create this family dynasty. How? And they might question your strategy. Don't worry about it. Stay focused. Keep your eyes focused. And so he ran to Goliath with his stones. And as we know, he defeated it, cut off his head. And when he won the battle, then his brothers gained the courage to fight the nation of Israelite. Then the other army, they came and they ran for the Philistines is who they were fighting, and they won the battle. So what you do will give your family the courage to step up. So don't, stay focused, okay? The third thing is I will share with you some techniques on how to, what I call, knuckle-proof your family. All of us will have family members that if they could destroy everything you built. They could get in there and run through all your money if you allow it. And so there are some things that you, and even 3 generations later, when you're no longer here, you can find some person, knucklehead is what I call him, who will, if he could, she could, would destroy everything you built. So I will show you how to set things up to knuckle-proof your legacy. Wouldn't that be interesting? So for those of you who will continue with me and you are serious in wanting to set something like this up, I'll show you how to do it. I think you'll find that interesting. There is a, oh yes, I was trying to remember something I wanted to share with you. I remember the story of the Wright brothers. And if you have never gone to the Wright Brothers Museum in North Carolina, you will be so inspired when you do. I was just so inspired. And so I heard the story, and I hope that I am remembering it accurately, where people, you're going to do what? You're going to build something to fly? Oh, like a bird. You really? And so there were a lot of people, naysayers, that did not believe they were going to be able to pull this off. And what I remember, if I remember this correctly, there were even some family members who thought he was insane and considered, him and his brother, that y'all insane, we're going to put y'all in an institution, so they probably considered doing that. So again, your family may think you're insane. They may not agree with what you're doing, but stay focused, because they will be so thankful and appreciative of you when you break through and you personally walk into a level of success and prosperity that when they see it, they will say, I want that. And they will be so encouraged when you are able to set them up so that they can walk in the same level of success that you do. Stay focused. You got this. So thank you for joining me on this journey of moving from destiny to dynasty. And we're going to do this together. Tell me what you think as you watch this. Can you relate to this whole topic? And if so, make a comment below if you're watching this on YouTube, and subscribe to my station, my channel. I'm looking forward to getting my first 1,000 people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So why don't you be one of those, okay? If you're watching this on Facebook or Facebook type platform, then like it and also share with me your comments. I really want to know what you think. So I have so much more to share with you guys, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning. Be incredibly blessed, and I'll see you then.